Hey guys and girls, hope you guys are having a great week. So E3 is almost here and I am back again today guys with another one of my Road to E3 videos in my new series. This one is going to be focusing on Anthem. So this is BioWare's newest IP. It was announced back last year at E3, initially at EA's press conference where they showed kind of a teaser trailer, and then at Microsoft's conference we actually got to see some gameplay footage. Of course this is a BioWare game and it's been developed by BioWare Edmonton, which are the main team that worked on the Mass Effect series, and that alone definitely is what piqued my interest. Now, after the disappointment of Mass Effect Andromeda and also the controversy of Star Wars Battlefront 2, you all know that I am currently boycotting EA and I might not pick up this game, but you know, I'm a YouTuber, so I'm going to cover coverage on this and news that we get for those people that might be interested about it, and then you can obviously make up your own informed decision on whether or not this is a game that you want to pick up when it comes out. So we already know a little bit about Anthem from last year and obviously what we've been hearing. The only major information we obviously had was the teaser trailer and the gameplay footage, and there has been some more information on Anthem's subreddit forum, mostly sort of leaked by Jonathan Warner on there, and I'll obviously cover that shortly. So Anthem basically is BioWare's Destiny-esque online action adventure kind of RPG world. Effectively it is very Destiny-esque, and the reason I say that is you can play single player, but you can also play online with up to 4-player co-op in this big expansive open world. Now it has been confirmed that the world that we've seen so far is not on Earth. It is in a distant world or planet. Mankind seem to be hidden behind sort of in the safety of a fort, which is called Fort Tarsus, behind big huge sort of steel walls or concrete walls protecting them from the dangerous monsters and animals and creatures and mercenaries in this world. We know it's got very much a vibe of Monster Hunter world in these sort of big monsters that inhabit it, but we have been told about one enemy called Scars. So you basically play as a freelancer. Each of the freelancers use what's called a javelin, an exosuit that they wear, and that allows them to navigate the world, to face off against these monsters and obviously hunt for resources or whatever their purpose may be. So we got to see in some of the gameplay footage, we did get to see some of the javelin exosuits in work, and the movement looked really cool. There are sort of jetpacks you can fly. We still got to see 2 classes of javelins. We saw the Ranger, which is kind of an all-around sort of class, and the Colossus, which is more of a kind of a tank, heavy melee kind of class as well. We know that there are other classes available as well, and I'm hoping we'll get to see more of those at E3 this year. We got to see something called Shaper Storms, which basically shape the world and the environment that you are in as well, and they look really cool, but we don't really know much else about them really other than that. So there have been little bits of snippets of news over the last kind of year. A few things that have concerned me, a few things that sound really cool. There have been a couple of delays with this game. Originally it was set to come out actually at the back end of this year in the 4th quarter 2018, but it was actually revealed in January that EA and BioWare had made the decision to push the game back, and that it's actually going to be delayed into 2019. So we don't have a confirmed date yet in 2019. I anticipate that it'll be at the beginning part of the year, and usually it probably will come out around about sort of March time. That tends to be the period when most sort of BioWare games tend to come out, but maybe they'll confirm that at E3, who knows. One of the things that got me very excited, there were 2 pieces of news last year that really sort of instilled a bit of confidence in me, and that was one that Casey Hudson was coming back as the general manager of BioWare, and he's the mind and the direction behind the Mass Effect series, which is one of my favorite series. He was back in the driving seat, and I really like that move. And also Drew Karpyshyn was back on as one of the lead writers of Anthem and was working on the story, and he was responsible for the first and second Mass Effect games, as well as some of the Dragon Age and some of the Knights of the Old Republic games as well. And Drew is kind of a legend in BioWare writing history effectively, and he's written some of my favorite characters and stories. So the fact that he was on board was really exciting for me. We then heard at the beginning of the year that actually he has left BioWare and left working on Anthem, and there's a lot of concern that's come from that. Now Casey Hudson has turned around and basically said not to worry, that Drew had finished all his work on Anthem, and that the main story was being picked up by other lead writers that are, in his words, you know, just talented, and they've, you know, been at BioWare for a few years and have worked on, particularly on Mass Effect 3 and also on Mass Effect Andromeda. Don't know whether that instills much confidence in me. I mean, there was some great writing in Mass Effect 3, some brilliant writing in Mass Effect 3, except for the ending, of course. But Mass Effect Andromeda, for me, the story just, it wasn't as interesting, and the characters weren't as interesting, and there were just a lot of sort of plot holes and things that weren't sort of resolved. So I don't know. I guess we will wait and see what happens. There have been some concern, particularly after Battlefront 2, that there are going to be a lot of microtransactions, that this game is going to become Destiny 3.0, and there are definitely concerns that that's the way it's going. You know, EA were talking about a 10-year plan that they've got for Anthem, and that BioWare are going to be working on this for the sort of next 10 years. You know, it very much screams Destiny all over again. Now, given how poorly Battlefront 2 did, and the backlash from Battlefront 2 and the sort of lukewarm reception to Mass Effect Andromeda, the pressure is really on for EA with Anthem, and it's really on for BioWare to sort of, you know, come back from the criticisms laid against them with Mass Effect Andromeda. Really, for BioWare, I think this is kind of their make or break situation, as nervous as that is for me to say. And, you know, I hope for BioWare's sake that the game is good, and that it is going to be good. Now, BioWare have confirmed that Anthem is going to play a huge part in EA's conference on Saturday, that there is going to be some trailer footage. We're also going to get to see some gameplay, which is going to explore a lot more in terms of the story, the characters, the world, and also the combat and the different javelins and the different systems. I hope we get to see some customization as well. I hope we get to see a lot more of the story and what we can expect from that, because obviously that's what I'm interested in. But they've also confirmed that there will be a developer insights session, and Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, the executive producer, and Kathleen Rudesait, I think I said that right, is one of the lead writers, that they're actually going to be there to talk a little bit more about Anthem and show off some concept art, and also take questions from fans. So that session is what I'm going to be really interested in terms of what they're going to be talking about, and whether or not that's going to make up my mind as to whether or not I'm going to support this game or pick it up or whatever. But yeah, Anthem is definitely going to be at E3 this year. I think it's going to play a huge part in EA's conference. I think it is something that EA will have to promote to try to sort of rebuild a little bit of faith with regards to their fans, and obviously what happened with Battlefront 2 and the debacle that was that, and the disappointment with Mass Effect Andromeda being sort of rushed. And a lot of fans do kind of see that Andromeda was kind of sacrificed to make way for Anthem, so that's put even more pressure on Anthem, and obviously on it doing well. So yeah, I'm sure EA and BioWare are going to want to do a very good job at E3, and I'll be very interested to find out what we're going to learn about this game, because we don't know very much about it at all. So I anticipate that there's going to be quite a bit of information there, hopefully, especially if it is set for a 2019 release. And E3 is one of the biggest conferences in the year, and it's one of the biggest, the easiest and best ways for them to sort of promote that game and show the world what they have to offer. So that is Anthem. That's pretty much what we know so far, and what I'm hoping for at EA's press conference on Saturday. I'm going to be watching that live, and I probably will sort of be recording my reaction to it as well. I wish I could live stream my reactions to all the conferences. I'd love to do that, but unfortunately my internet, with us being in a new build property, my internet just isn't sufficient to be able to do that. So again this year, guys, I'll have to record my reactions to the conference and obviously upload those separately for you to enjoy, and then obviously I'll be doing lots of news and information videos. I have booked some time off around E3 to be able to bring out those videos and bring out that coverage for you guys as quickly and as efficiently as I can do. But that's everything that we know on Anthem. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comment section below. Are you excited for Anthem? Are you nervous? Have you given up on Anthem and you're not going to be looking at it, or you're not interested in it, or you're not going to be buying it? Or are you kind of waiting to see what is going to happen at EA's conference on Saturday? We might get some information on Microsoft's conference as well, similar to last year. So maybe they'll do a teaser trailer at EA Play, and then maybe at Microsoft's conference we'll get to see some gameplay footage. I guess we have to wait and see what is going to happen, but it is very exciting to sort of speculate. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great week. I will be back again with more E3 videos later in the week. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.